More than 70 years ago, soldiers of the Chinese People's Volunteer Army crossed the Yalu River with resolve, safeguarding their homeland's peace with their blood and their lives. Today, the mountains and rivers are peaceful, and the smoke of war has long faded, but the remembrance of these martyrs has never diminished. In the Yangtze Company of a brigade under the Army's 83rd Group Army, 5 representatives of officers and soldiers have carefully prepared for their mission. They are about to embark on a special reunion spanning more than 70 years as they welcome home the remains of the 13th Group of Volunteer Martyrs from South Korea.
老连长，向您报告，我们即将启程去接战友回家。
To ensure the successful completion of this special mission, the officers and soldiers of the Yangtze Company began their preparations well in advance. Before departing, the 5 representatives of officers and soldiers visited Heroes Square, stood before the statue of former company commander Yang Zhensi, and solemnly reported their mission to him. When everyone learned that our company would send personnel to bring home the remains of the volunteer army martyrs, the entire unit was deeply moved and inspired. The martyrs we are welcoming home are among the many heroes who, like Commander Yang Zhensi, upheld the spirit of the 3 beliefs and gave their lives on the battlefield when surrounded and outnumbered. We are determined to carry out this mission with the utmost care. For this journey, the officers and soldiers intentionally brought 2 of the company's most treasured items. The first is the Model Company Archive, passed down through generations, which records in detail the company's history, challenges, and heroic deeds since its founding. The second is the honorary certificate awarded to the company in 2020 for being named a Model of the Times, symbolizing the loyalty and sense of duty upheld by the officers and soldiers of the Yangtze Company in the new era. Welcoming these heroes home is not an ordinary assignment, it is a reunion that transcends time and distance. We must bring our predecessors home safely and with honor, showing the highest respect and allowing them to witness the prosperity of this era. Through our actions, we hope to honor our forebears. We have carried their banner forward, and we have stayed true to the right path. For more than 70 years, from Commander Yang Zhensi's declaration of the 3 beliefs to the company's recognition as a model of the times, this heroic spirit has been deeply ingrained in every officer and soldier. The representatives welcoming the martyrs home are not only paying tribute to their loyal spirits, but also continuing the legacy of courage and dedication. April 23rd marks the 77th anniversary of the founding of the People's Navy. Around this date, the Navy will host open house events at bases in more than 10 cities across the country. Over 40 active naval vessels will be presented to the public, with several ship types opening for the first time, marking the largest number and variety of participating ships in history. This morning, all 6 vessels scheduled to open to the public in Qingdao arrived at port, ready to welcome visitors. The 6 ships participating in the Qingdao Open Day events are the Urumqi, Weifeng, Qixihar, Wuhu, Dongping Lake, and Yangcheng Lake. Qingdao is the city hosting the largest number of open ships for the Navy's 77th anniversary celebrations. From April 22nd to 26th, these 6 ships will be open to the public at two piers in Qingdao, accompanied by a series of military-civilian exchange activities. This afternoon, the Navy's Fuyang and Qingdao Lake ships successfully docked at the Shanghai North Bund International Passenger Transport Center, where they will be open for public tour from April 21st to 23rd. Later in the afternoon, both vessels sailed along the Huangpu River and slowly moored at the pier. Officers and sailors decorated the ships with lights and signal flags, welcoming visitors with the Navy's highest ceremonial courtesy. The Fuyang is a Type 05 for a missile frigate independently developed by China. As a new generation main frigate of the Navy, it is equipped with advanced regional air defense missiles and long-range anti-ship missiles, and is responsible for missions such as anti-submarine warfare, air defense, and maritime vigilance. The Qingdao Lake is the lead ship of a new class of domestically produced ocean-going comprehensive supply vessels. Commissioned in April 2004, it is capable of providing full-spectrum replenishment to major combat ships across multiple sea regions, in rough sea states, and under complex weather conditions. Since entering service, it has completed more than 30 major missions, including 8 escort deployments to the Gulf of Aden, participation in joint exercises with foreign navies, and global goodwill visits. It has twice received collective second-class merit and has been honored by the Navy as an ocean-going supply pioneer. It is also understood that the guided missile destroyer Suzhou and the integrated landing ship Yimeng Mountain will be open to the public from April 23rd to 25th at the Shanghai Hua-Song International Cruise Terminal. In addition to ship tour, starting on the 21st, the North Bund International Passenger Transport Center will host Navy Day events under the theme Shanghai at Sea, featuring activities such as military band performances and a light show by the Naval Medical University. Now let's turn our attention to the front lines of training exercises. From the southeast coast to the Gobi Desert, units have been focusing on specialized and challenging training subjects tailored to mission requirements to enhance their real combat capabilities. Recently, on a snow-covered plateau, an altitude of more than 5,000 meters, a regiment under the Xinjiang military region conducted a full-element, multi-ammunition live-fire assessment. The officers and soldiers carried out coordinated operations involving rapid maneuvering, position construction, and fire strikes, testing the artillery detachment's rapid response, battlefield survivability, and precision strike capabilities at high altitude. The performance of the equipment and the combat readiness of officers and soldiers in high-altitude environments were tested, with a focus on evaluating independent firing by individual weapons and the coordination of battalion and company-level fire commands, thereby strengthening the rapid response, coordination, and precision strike capabilities of fire units. In a designated area of the South China Sea, a naval training center under the Southern Theater Command organized a comprehensive training assessment involving multiple types of vessels. During the maritime strike exercise, Zhao Zuojian was the first to detect the simulated enemy situation and promptly reported it to the formation. The Wuhan ship immediately advanced and used its main gun to accurately engage the surface target. During the air defense phase, the ships in the formation worked closely together to effectively intercept incoming targets. The assessment involved numerous reference vessels and required complex coordination. Throughout the 96-hour continuous maritime evaluation, the assessment team designed scenarios closely aligned with real combat conditions. The reference vessel maneuvered across multiple mission areas, providing a comprehensive test of both the ship's overall combat capability and the commander's individual training level. The Naval Aviation University recently organized first-time night solo flights for new pilot trainees. Some of the trainees are part of the Ship Aircraft Integration Program jointly run by the Naval Aviation University and the Naval Dalian Academy. They will be trained as future corps pilots for carrier-based aircraft, with emphasis on spatial awareness, precise control, and stress resilience. This night solo flight aims to develop the trainees' initial ability to adapt to night escort missions, laying a solid foundation for operating in more complex naval and aerial combat environments in the near future. In recent days, a brigade under the 77th Group Army has organized more than 100 drivers for a 3-month retraining program. Drivers are grouped according to skill level and receive targeted instruction on tasks such as reverse gear shifting, single and double bridge driving, and figure-8 courses. Simulated scenarios including artillery strikes and vehicle damage are incorporated to enhance emergency response capabilities. Through scientifically designed training content, diversified training methods, and environments that closely resemble real combat conditions, the driver's overall proficiency has improved, cultivating transportation specialists capable of supporting both peacetime logistics and battlefield deployment missions.